So this is the W123 here in Creekside Customs after 8 weeks. So we originally planned for this project to be done in 8 weeks. But since the weather was bad and the car was worse, we've had to push back quite a bit. What's up guys, and welcome again to Creekside Customs. So it's me again, Enzo Amistoso. Show you guys the W123 project. I think it's episode number 5, maybe episode 6. But anyway, so this is the W123 here in Creekside Customs after 8 weeks. So we originally planned for this project to be done in 8 weeks. But since the weather was bad and the car was worse, we've had to push back quite a bit. So I'll show you guys what I can see from this, from this angle. So the firewall is around 90% done. As you can see, those things still have to be done. Actually no, it's like 70% done, because over there the catch basin will still have to be reconstructed again out of sheet metal, the same way the firewall was. Over here, if you can see, that's the suspension cowl, or the area where the suspension bolts onto, so that's still pretty much rusted. Over here, the supporting structure of the whole car is in really bad shape. That's rusted out. Yeah, you can see through the other side as well. Zoom in a little more. Yeah, you can see it's very bad, but I mean, there's progress. This is a fabricated part to make it look original. This is the jacking point, so you would fit the OEM or the jack provided by Mercedes-Benz into this slot, and you can use that to jack the car up. So that's a structural unit that they have built out of sheet metal. So pretty good, pretty solid. Over here, a lot more rust, but that will be addressed, no? Inside, on the second episode, you were able to see really how much of the car's front was missing due to rust. This is now around 95% complete as well. Actually no, just the floorboard is 90% complete. The supporting structures will still have to be reinforced. As you can see, a lot of rust still, and they're not connected to the floor yet. Over there at the corner, you'll see there's still a few gaps. That exhaust is not for the Mercedes-Benz, that's for the Ford Bronco right behind you. That's gonna be fitted an Expedition V8 engine. Very excited to see that build. So moving down, they've worked on the door sill. Yeah, so those patches are of new material, as they have already rusted out. As you can see, this area has been cut away. That is where the jacking point for the rear wheel is, so they're going to have to reconstruct that to be structurally sound. Here, they've already started stripping away the paint. So there's a lot of body work that will need to be done really well. They're doing this all at once. It's not gonna be like that firewall that can be done in such a way that it's like cut from pieces. Here, it will have to be bigger sheets of metal, so that they're able to finish this the same way and look the Mercedes way. So a lot of rust, a lot of body filler. So this has been done before. That green stuff, that other green stuff, that's body filler. So the last guy that did this car, he used that body filler, so it shows what kind of damage was dealt with. So a lot of damage here, a lot of damage here, a lot of damage everywhere. But yeah, they're going to be stripping this, and same for the back. So there's a lot more here. I'm gonna remove the tool. That's the corrosion, and it's pretty bad. Like, you can see the trunk. So that's structural. As you can see, there's a structure that extends to the other end of the rear right before the boot lid, and that will have to be reconstructed. As you can see, there are some parts that are already missing due to rust. Let's move now again to the other side of the car. Oh, I'll show you the door. So this is the door for the rear passenger side, and it's already been stripped down. As you can see, rust. I don't even know if it's productive to still work on this door, as look, it's more rust over there. or it would be much easier, cheaper, and cost-effective to buy a new door from someone that's parting out their Mercedes. We're gonna check out the other side now. This was the side that was started first. Ito yung una nilang ginawa. So, lots of rust still. That's gonna have to be stripped down to be prepped for paint. Lots of body filler on this end, so everything will have to be stripped, but a lot of the holes have been covered. A lot of the plates have been replaced with new stainless steel bits. As you can see over there, door sill. Over here, it's much more dealt with. Fender already sealed. This is already the repair job that they've done. As you can see, there's still weld marks. They've already stripped the paint. Well, they're in the process of stripping the paint. This is already something that they've done. It's already rusted because of the time that it's spent here, but that's normal. They're gonna be refinishing this again. So that's the paint being peeled off. A lot of paint, a lot of body filler. As you can see, it's very thick. They're really getting a run for their money as far as the paint works are concerned. So let's bring you back out more. Yeah. So the car is like 30% stripped, and as far as being done, I think it's like around 55%. Still a lot to go. Yeah. So since it's a rainy day, they can't really work on this, and Kuya that's working on this right now is in Bicol to visit his family, so he's out a week. But when he gets back, then this project will get going again. So that's the inside. Lots more to do. Headliner's still there. So let's show you guys the Bronco, because you know, it's the elephant in the room, literally the elephant in the room. The Bronco Custom. So you all know Ford Bronco, iconic. Of course you don't know it, hindi kayo cultured. Very iconic. Before SUVs were cool, this was an SUV. I think forgot what it's called before. Maybe it's a truck. Yeah. So anyway, this came with a diesel, I believe. It's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inline 6 diesel engine, 4x4. And now it's been replaced, or the engine has been swapped to a Ford Expedition V8. So that's the Triton V8 from the Ford Expedition, the old school OG Ford Expedition. They've also put the transmission and the transfer case of the Ford Expedition right underneath. I do like how they use torsion bars. So that's the suspension. The bar right there, that's the torsion bar. The front differential is over there. So there's a lot of space down there. This setup takes a lot of space. So I'm not sure if he's gonna put bigger tires, but right now the ground clearance isn't too good. But then if you're not gonna take it out on the Rockies, then that shouldn't be such a bad thing. It's got a winch. It's got a beefy winch. Big ass winch, man. And since the Bronco is a pretty wide, pretty big vehicle, there's really not a problem with fitting the radiator of the Expedition. Huge radiator. It's got an oil cooler that's pretty mangled up, mong galing Jurassic Park, but that can be addressed in the future. So basically, it's the body of the Bronco and then the Expedition's moving parts. So very excited to see this. Very nice. Classic. That's the Expedition that the engine came from. So this is the Eddie Bauer. So the Expedition Eddie Bauer, they've welded off the mounts. It's the mounts for the engine and the suspension, and they reuse that for the swap. So that's our update for today. 8 weeks since we got here for the W123. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you dislike this video, please let us know in the comments below. And as always, enjoy your builds. Bye bye, guys.
Zombie Apocalypse.